Hiya, my name's David, the Wandering Ponderer, and I'm here out amongst the trees at Marks Hall because of the oak. I'm here to find the mystery behind the oak tree. As you can see, the oak tree isn't the only one that produces acorns, and this tree here, this one, which I can't even pronounce it, so I'll let you decide. Got it? That has got strange leaves, but oak-ish. Very oakish. And elongated acorns. But they're acorns all the same. At Marks Hall, it's a pretty good bet to be able to say that most of the younger oak trees are descendants of the honeywood oak. Because of what oak trees do in order to have their offspring and give their offspring a fighting chance of survival. A place like this believe it or not, it's full of creatures that will eat acorns. And the ones that we all think of when we think of the acorn is the squirrel. Red squirrel or grey squirrel, they all love acorns. This tree, this beautiful tree, is standing opposite the honeywood oak, which is not this, but just there, in the distance. It's a safe bet to think that this beloved oak here, is a relative, a family member, a direct descendant. The oak tree does something every 2 to 5 years, which is in common with a number of other not acorn producing but nut producing trees, which they have what's called a mast year, where they produce so many seeds, acorns or nuts, that any predator wouldn't be able to cope with eating them all. The squirrel would have so many to bury that inevitably the squirrel would forget where they bury them during the winter, which gives the oak tree a fighting chance to make sure her offspring are secured to start growing in the spring. The oak tree also, by doing this, having a mast year where it produces many times its normal yield, so much, and then the next years it doesn't produce that many at all. In that way, it not only ensures its offspring a fighting chance, but it also helps control the predator population. Because in the years of plenty, the predators will breed and will produce offspring, and then as they go into the lean years, many of the offspring will starve because there aren't enough acorns. And this is very shrewd of the oak tree, very shrewd of nature, in order to control the predator. This has been going on for thousands of years, and it's one of the great mysteries of the oak, her ability to actually control the squirrel population. Amazing. One of the strange things about the mast, a mast year that a tree goes through, is that it's not one tree that does it at the same time. Others do it. So it's not just one tree producing an amazing crop of acorns. It's all the trees in the local area. Some people say this is due to masting, is due to the weather, and somehow that becomes a trigger for the tree to produce more acorns. Others suggest that it's actually built into the tree's DNA, and that through some means of communication, be it by pheromone or through the roots, all the trees sync up and start aligning their producing cycles together, and together as a group of a species of nut producing vegetation, they control the predators. This is something that science can only wonder about. There are lots of theories, but no concrete scientific proof. But it's a wondrous thing that an oak tree, that a nut tree, a beech, there are several other nut trees that do this. They all work together. Better than us humans, I think. Better than us humans.